So voice, VoIP, it stands for voice over IP. Voice over IP, voice over IP is a technology that enables voice communications and multimedia sections over internet protocol network, such as the internet. So there are key components of voice over IP. We have the iPhones, we have the router, the switches, and the VLANs. In the VLANs, often the voice over IP traffic is segmented over the VLAN to separate it from other network traffic to ensure quality of service QoS. So we are going to use our topology to explain all this our grammar. So what I want you to do now, first of all, I want you to configure your router interface. My neighbor should be comfortable with that now. I want you to assign this to a VLAN. Yes, can assign to a VLAN. Let's say voice. Say VLAN. Let me stretch to VLAN 1. Name is voice. Okay. So do that. Configure your router interface. Move all these ports to this port VLAN 1 and configure your trunk. If you are looking at me, I won't slow down for you because everybody should know that now by now. So wait, everybody here, when you get here first, can everybody look at the screen, please? Hello?
Yes, we are looking.
Okay, please open your switch, please. Please, Mr. Murray body, please open your switch.
Okay.
So are you here? For you to configure a voice VLAN, you have to just strictly follow this command. So I use my range. I'm not going to configure my access ports individually. I'm going to combine the access ports. You can only achieve this range if your ports number follows in sequential. You can see my one is 2, 3, and 4. If your one is not sequential, you can't use range. You have to configure it individually. can see my own is 2, 3, 4. So when you instead of to put our normal mode, please you're going to put voice VLAN 1.
It's not right.
Are you there? So I've configured my access port for the voice VLAN. Then on this interface here, everybody know that that's our trunk ports. Interface FAO0/1. Switch ports mode trunk. So that is the configuration on the switch. Show VLAN brief. Show interface trunk. We can also create another VLAN for it and move everything to the same VLAN, but let's just stick with VLAN 1. Are we good with that with this? And make sure you configure your router interface. I'm waiting for you, please. You can see this is my trunk ports. You can see is there. And these 3 ports voice VLAN 1. Can I continue, please?
Like 2 minutes. Okay.
Okay. Are we ready?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. So you configure your routers, please. Configure your routers. Can see my router interface is up. Is everybody okay? Okay. Now let's go to our router layer 3 device again.
Is everybody?
So now
Yes.
I've configured my
So now
router and my default gateway to be 0.1. So I want to configure a DHCP pool on the router. I want the router to supply an IP addresses to these phones. So config T. So I want to enable the service, this DHCP services, service DHCP, IP DHCP pool. I'll give my pool voice. I'll wait for everybody here to be on the same page.
Yes, we are there.
So I will now declare the network I want the pool address to come from. Network 192.168.0.0 255.255.255 net mask, and our default gateway. My one default gateway is 192.168.0.1. Are we there? So I'm slowing down, so I don't want anybody to pull me back, please. So after default, oh, sorry, it's default, not gateway, it's default router. This is default router. It's default router. So for voice configuration, we have to do an extra configuration by applying what is called option. Option command has to be added. Option 150, if you don't add this, it won't work on voice. Option IP 192 dot 168.0.1.
Is it option 150, right?
Yes.
Okay. Right. Maruf,
Yes,
is
sir.
that a reason? What explains the option 150? What is the 150 for?
Yes, it's just a way of configuring voice VLAN without the option.
Okay.
That's what Cisco do. That's what's the
Oh, okay.
standard procedure.
Okay.
Yeah. So now I think we've not on our device. So let me try to on the device. All right. Drag the cable and plug it to the power cord. Drag the cable and plug it to the power cord. Are we done, please? So let me check these devices now. Just go to the GUI. It's telling me configuration CML list is still on. Configuring CML list is on. Configuring CML list is on. So yes. So it says configuring an IP. Configuring CML list is on. It's saying configuring an IP, configuring an IP. So hopefully we're going to get an IP address from our pool. If everything goes fine. So let's configure. Let's continue. We are going to configure telephony services on this router. So go open your router again. It's selling DCP ping conflict, DCP address conflict, server pings. This. So let's configure the telephony service on the router. Are we there, please? Config T. So you are going to first tell the router that you want to configure a telephony service. So the first thing you have to type the command telephony service. And you're now going to declare the maximum number of phones you want to configure. Maximum infos, our own is 3 phones. So let's just put 5 here in case you want to add more phones. Maximum phones 5. Then the maximum dialing, let's say 5. Are we there?
Yes.
You declare telephony service, the maximum number of phones, the maximum of dialing you want to configure is 5 too. Then IP source address 192.168.0.1 port 2000. Are you there, please? I'm slowing down so that everybody can be on the same page. Then we now put auto sign command so that it can assign our configuration to them automatically. Auto sign 1, 2, 5. And WR. Let me wait for everybody to meet up. Are we there? So the next line is for us to allocate die numbers. So what we need to configure is to configure the die number and extension now. Let me continue, please. Now we are going to allocate the die number and extension. Let's go to configuration mode again, config T. If phone dial 1 number, let's say 101. Then if phone if phone die 2 number 102. I think I have to type exits. People die 2. Number 102. Yeah. Then if phone die 3. Number 103. If phone die if phone die 4. Number 104. If phone die 5. Number 105. And WR. So let me put this configuration on the charts for you.
Sorry.
So let me see if my devices, you can see now this one is 103. It has been assigned 103, the phone number extension. This is 102. And this is 101. Now let me try to call. This is 103. This is 102. This is 103. So let me try to dial 103. Can I see? So let me pick it up. I pick it up. Can see it's connected. Who is getting result? Who is not getting result, please? Hello.
So I'm at that month, so I'm almost done.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when you're done, you should try to dial
Okay.
and get results. You can see my
So
own.
I'm
I
done.
dial and I got results.
Okay, just a few minutes.
Mr. Amuri, are you getting results? Mr. Alazan, Mr. Idris. It seems only Mr. Robot is getting results. So what's happening today, Mr. Idris, Mr. Alazan?
We are watching the
What?
We're not done yet.
Okay.
So how do you dial it again to check if it's
To dial, just have to go to, make sure you confirm. Go to the GUI, make sure you have the number there. Then this is this number, the dialing number.
okay?
If the number is there, then check the other one too. Then you call.
Okay.
Who is getting results? Who is not getting results? Yeah. Who is having issue, please? You can't be quiet. It doesn't help. I can just come here and do the configuration and go. We have to be interactive. You have to understand what you're doing, please.
So for the middle IP phone, my number is not showing.
How about the, are you getting, how about the other
Yeah,
two?
I'm getting the other two.
Yeah, so that means you miss the configuration here, but doesn't matter. You can try to die with the one that's showing. You can die from the one that are showing. You can die from the one they're showing. Are you the only one that got results? That's disappointing. Others are not even
It's
getting
not,
close.
we are still on it. We are still on it. Yes.
This is cool though.
You can get it ringing out.
Yeah,
Yes, that is
it has
how.
that has a dialing tone and everything. So
Yes. It's a practical class.
that's what this IT people are doing.
So how do you call? So I just finished the configuration.
So before you call, make sure you see the number here.
Yes.
And then you just put the number, dial the number you're calling. Just the number dialing, just go here. Just dial the number you're calling, maybe 101. As it's ringing out. I say I picked it up.
We want to move on.
Sometimes at the place of work, this is what just it can employ you for strictly this alone. To be a wireless engineer, voice engineer, telephone engineer, the field is bigger than this, but this is just the foundation for you to start, and you can work on it on your phone. So
this is how they get access to all the phones and
yes.
Yes.
So we are still going to do another topic. Yes, after this, we call that one voice over VLAN. So as I know voice and data, as to combine this one you only have phone here. What if we have a PC here? If we had to configure a voice and the data together. So that's the topic after this one.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, you got it. Okay, good. Good. Should we go to the next topic? Hello. Hello. Hello, everybody. Should we go to the next topic?
I don't mind though. I don't know about the rest.
Okay.
Is it that plenty or is it kind of like normal?
It's yeah, it's like the same thing like this, but it's a bit longer than this. It's a continuation of this though.
Oh, okay.
So I want the class to talk to be on the same page.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know for the audio, but
Mr. Idris, Mr. Lazar, okay. Okay, then we have to start that the new topology. So let's go to our router again, 2811, same router. And our switch. So our phone and our PCs. So this is the configuration for voice over data. Let me take a snapshot. So, okay, I'll take a snapshot of myself. Are we done with our configurations? I mean, with our topology? Okay, sir. In modern networks, separating voice and data traffic is, separating voice and data traffic using VLANs, I mean virtual VLANs, ensures the efficient transmission of voice traffic and prevent issues like jitters and packet loss. Voice traffic goes because voice traffic is more sensitive to delay than data, so prioritizing it and segregating the traffic is very crucial. So in this our topology, we have our voice, which is the iPhones, is on VLAN 10, and our data, which is VLAN 20, it handles the PC and the laptop. These are our setup ensure for quality of service, which is QoS, for voice communication by treating voice packets with higher priority than regular data packets. So let me go ahead and on my device. So make sure on your device. Everybody knows how to on the device. Are we done with our topology? Hello?
Yes. No.
Okay,
I'm
now
done.
let's open the
I'm
switch
done.
here. So open your switch and let's configure the two VLANs we have. We have VLAN 10, VLAN 20. Please, let's be case sensitive in configuration of this. Our voice VLAN, let's use a capital, and our data VLAN, let's use capital. Config T. VLAN 10, name, voice. Please use voice. Exit. VLAN 20, name, data, and WR. Show VLAN brief. Now we've created two VLANs, one for voice and one for data.
VLAN 10 name voice.
Yes, can say it's capital letter, please. One is voice.
Okay.
I put the Are we done? Are we done? Should I continue, please?
Yeah, you can.
Okay, please. Now let's configure. There's a way. This is how to configure voice and data VLAN. So please pay attention. Config T. My interfaces are interface range FAO/2 to 4. Switch ports mode access. We can access ports. Switch ports access VLAN. The data VLAN 20. That's our data VLAN first. Then switch ports voice VLAN 10. This is how to configure it. You can see because the same access ports here, access ports on our switch is the one controlling both our voice and data. It's the same port that is controlling this. So this is how to put the configuration in. Put your interface range, switch port mode access, switch port access VLAN 20, switch port voice VLAN 10. Exits. Interface FAO/1. Switch ports mode trunk. And WR. Show VLAN if you can see our voice VLAN. You can see and the data VLAN they're using the same ports. Let me copy the configuration. I'll put in the chat for you. So now go to your router and go and configure your router interface. No, enable config T. Interface FAO/0. Remember, this connection to the router is going to be encapsulated. We are going to configure router on a stick here, sub-interfacing, because we have VLANs here. The other configuration we did, we had no VLANs. But this has VLANs. We have VLAN 10 and VLAN 20 here. So that means this interface of our router, we are going to configure sub-interfaces here, a router on the stick. We are going to divide this physical interface into sub-logical interfaces. So you can give this interface an IP address from this network, or you might not give an IP address from this network. You can just, but the most important thing is for you to shut it down. To shut it up, not shut it down on it. So I will give you an IP address, but you cannot, it's not to give an IP address. 192.168.10.1, 255.255.255.0, No shorts is the most important thing there. Exits. Interface FAO /0 dot 10. Encapsulation dot 1Q 10. IP add 192.168.20.1 255.255.255.0. This is the network for VLAN 10 and this is the network for VLAN 20. Exits. 20. Encapsulation dot 20. An IP address of, oh, I get this 120. Okay, one is 30. Okay, sorry. This one will be 30. Yeah. And WR. Sure. This is 30. Show IP interface brief. So I've configured my sublogical interfaces. I won't wait for anybody there because we've done router on a stick. We've done sublogical interfaces, so everybody should know how to configure that now. Can I continue? I should wait, please. Hello.
Can you wait small?
Okay, please. I don't want communication. That's all. Good. You know, sorry, I forgot to on my configuration for this. Oh, I mean to on my so what did I do? Okay.
I
Okay.
almost asked you if you put on the.
Okay, what I'll just explain so that people can get it. What I did was to enable the service and I give a DCP pool IP address of this, and the default gateway is the default gateway of my sub interfaces for VLAN 10. And I added the option tab, option 150, this. And I configure a second DCP pool for data. The network is this network will give to it 30.0, and the default router is the IP address we give the solid logical interface. So and I explain how to exclude an IP addresses. You know, the same way we configure on our DHCP server, where we normally start an IP address from a particular range. So what we are trying to configure a IP DCP excluded address from this network, just reserve these IP addresses for us. And I did the same thing for the other data. Reserve this IP address from 1 to 10. So give out the other IP addresses. So I now configure my telephony and I enable the telephony services. The maximum number of phones is 5. Number of the dialing phone want to configure is 5. So I now use the command IP source address, get this from this port on port 2000. If you don't put a port 2000, it won't work. And I told you to auto assign 1 to 5. So I exited it and I configure my assign the dialing number to it. So if phone dial 1, I gave this number 2000. If phone dial 2, I exited it. If phone dial 2, I gave this number. I exited it. If on dial 3, I gave this number 203 and I just exited it. Dial 4, I did the same thing. Dial 5, I did the same thing. So that was where I stopped. So I think we finished the configuration. So let me check these. If you are getting an IP address from this TCP, you can see you're getting address from this one is 11. This is 12. This is 13. So that is for our data. So now let's go to our voice. Voice still configuring CMU. So let's wait for it to finish configuration. Still configuring. So it's still configuring, doing the configuration. We have to wait for it to finish the configuration. So we have to wait for it to finish its configuration. The other one we did was faster. It has to assign the numbers to this. So let's wait. I stay configuring this. A CM list. Since we got the IP address for this, so definitely that one to the other data will be configured. This one is okay. This one too. I don't use all these two, right? The volume does it work? Can we erase?
My first iPhone is on, but I'm waiting for the two. I don't know.
You can get the the number there.
Yeah. For
Yes,
one though. I'm waiting for that one.
that's good. That's good. That's good. I can't even get anything for my own. Yes, that's good. Yes, can see. I can see none is my sitting configuring CM list. It's in configuring CM lists. So The only difference between the first lecture and this one is that on the voice data, we configure some interfaces here on this interface. So the next class, we are going to do voice die pairing. So we are going to pair like maybe you had an office in California and an office in Atlanta or New York, or an office in US and office in Canada. So how they're going to go over the internet and call each other, you have to die across. So we are going to, that's what we're going to do tomorrow, the die pairing configuration. I don't know why this is taking long. I'm going to log this thing. CC. Going the IP address. At least one person got a result, so that's okay. Didn't take, the other one we didn't take this long. Let's configure the IP address. Now I got it. Can see it's working at 201. This is 202. Now see this is 201, this is 202. Now let me die 202. Can say it's ringing. And I picked it, say connected. Okay. Any question, please? Any question?
So this method is for you using data over the phone, right?
Over the voice, yes.
Over the voice, yeah.
Okay. Are we sure we have no questions? Okay, please, I'll send the video. Please go right. So because tomorrow class, I'll be a little faster because it's the same thing we are going to repeat. But it's just that the only difference is that we're going to add another layer of configuration called die pairing. Okay.
So we're going to use this by add another layer to it. Is that what it's
We are
going
going
to
to
be?
do another topology, but so this topology here is the same thing as this topology here. The only difference is that this one has a
You add
VLAN.
a PC.
This one does not. No, this one doesn't have a VLAN.
Yeah.
This one has VLANs configuration. It has two VLANs rather. That's the difference. So we configure another layer of configuration here called sub interfaces. So people that don't know how to configure sub interfaces here got lost. So tomorrow we are still going to go do another topology similar to this, but we are still going to configure it over the internet. That means I'm going to do some routing, then add another layer of configuration called die pairing. So make sure you go over this so that you don't get lost tomorrow, please. Okay. Have a nice day, everybody. See you tomorrow. Please make sure you call me tomorrow, please. Thank you. Bye.